Jennifer, whom I hired to serve the household, had much to say on our way to the dining room, and I insist it be addressed. Speak, child, Priscilla urged, shoving the maid forward. Open your mouth, and you shall lose your... Edgar said coldly, picking up a knife from the table. He had been contemplating a fitting punishment for Jennifer, and now her presence was inspiring all manner of ideas. Uncle, I give you until the count of 3 to take my mother and leave the premises. 1. He began to count. Priscilla, we need to go, Percy said, moving to the other side of the table to approach her. Get up. You have embarrassed yourself enough in front of your daughter-in-law. Edgar is married, and it is time to accept it. Do not lay your hands on me. I can rise without your help, Priscilla snapped, pushing Percy's hands away. She was not making any headway with them, but she had plenty of time to ensure they would bend to her will. Very well, I shall leave for now, but this conversation is far from over. She will not keep the Collins name. Why must you always make things so difficult? Percy sighed. He knew Priscilla's behaviour stemmed from the difficulty she had faced joining his family, despite her own prestigious lineage. When his brother first brought her to meet his parents, even Percy had thought her beneath them. Over the years, they'd grown close, but Priscilla's heart still stung from the rejection. It is Edgar who made matters difficult by marrying without my consent. His grandmother will have a fit when she learns of this. Come, Heather, let us depart before her curse begins to affect your appearance, Priscilla muttered, her face wrinkling as she glanced at the mask Allesandra wore. Allesandra remained silent, unaffected by Priscilla's words. She had hoped her mother-in-law would be above such foolish rumours, and that she would refrain from referring to her as cursed. It was a pleasure meeting you, Duchess, Heather said with a forced smile. I hope we shall socialise again. Allesandra studied the young woman, noting that while Heather smiled, it did not reach her eyes. A pang of sympathy struck Alessandra's heart. It seemed Heather was struggling with something unsaid, yet no one had asked her what was troubling her. Are you all right? Allesandra asked quietly. Excuse me? Heather looked confused, caught off guard. Did Allesandra think she was upset because of Edgar's earlier words? Why ask now, when Heather had felt like crying earlier? Was this some form of teasing? I am very well, Your Grace. I see. Well, it was nice meeting you too, Heather. Please have a safe journey home, Allesandra replied gently. Heather bit her lip, fighting back her emotions. She wished Allesandra would vanish so that her life might return to normal. Why did someone like you have to appear, she thought, clenching her fist. What is wrong with poor Heather? Did you do something to her? Priscilla stopped just beside Allesandra as she was about to leave, gripping her shoulder painfully and awaiting a response. Priscilla, Percy said sharply, pulling her hand away from Alessandra's shoulder. Hearing Allesandra hiss in pain, Percy noticed that Priscilla had to her. Percy forcefully removed her hand and dragged her away, just narrowly avoiding Edgar, who had risen from his seat without anyone noticing. You are hurting my hand, Percy. I am not some common person for you to drag about, Priscilla muttered, her voice growing quieter as her brother-in-law took her away. Let me see, Edgar said, his voice barely above a whisper. See what? Allesandra asked, looking up at him. She had nothing to show. Your shoulder. Let me see it. Everyone out, Edgar commanded, gesturing for the servants and Alfred to leave the room. They are going, so you need not be shy. Allow me to check if there is a mark from where she grabbed you. I don't... Allesandra, it is hard for me to stay as calm as I am right now. Let me see for myself if your shoulder is all right. Please. Allesandra could hear the restraint in Edgar's voice. She realized the only way to calm him down truly was to let him examine her shoulder. She should have listened to him and allowed his mother and uncle to leave. Then the argument wouldn't have escalated so. She revealed just enough to show the marks left by Priscilla's nails. She held her breath as Edgar leaned closer. To her surprise, he laughed darkly as he traced the small cuts left by his mother's grip. I must be mad to have let her get so close to you. I'll be back. No, Allesandra cried, stopping him from leaving. She feared that if Edgar went after his mother, it would only make things worse. They are just small cuts. Do you realize how hard she must have gripped your shoulder to leave marks under your dress? I saw the look on your face when she did it. I should have trusted my instincts and let her leave the moment she arrived, Edgar said, his voice thick with self-reproach. He knew his mother's behavior well, yet he had allowed her proximity to Allesandra. That woman's desperate need for control went too far today. It was one thing for his mother to hurt him, but to hurt Allesandra was something Edgar could not tolerate. That was the line he would never allow to be crossed. Please don't go after them, Edgar. I am fine. It's nothing serious. Your words do nothing but make me angrier, Allesandra. What have you endured to make you accept this kind of pain as if it were nothing? It is not the worst you've suffered, is it? Edgar said, tapping his fingers on the table in an effort to calm his rising fury. This is not acceptable, Edgar murmured. She wished she could understand what was going on in his mind. Was he doing this out of guilt because it had been his mother who had caused her pain? Or was he trying to comfort her? The sensation of his comfort felt strange, and even stranger still was that it came from Edgar. She never anticipated having such a relationship with him. Calm yourself, Allesandra. I can feel your heart racing. Edgar, while still upset with his mother, seemed to relax now that she was gone. He had no reason to stay upset when Allesandra was right here, asking him to remain. Enough, Allesandra exclaimed, pushing him back with all her strength. Her exposed cheek revealed just how much his words affected her. She thought she'd succeeded in pushing him away, but when she looked down, his feet had not moved. Do your shoes have rocks in them? She asked, confused. Edgar chuckled at her question. Your dear husband trains every chance he gets. Can't you feel my hard work with each push? Allesandra could hear the teasing in his voice now, unlike before when he had been angry. It seemed he found amusement in watching her discomfort. I'm hungry, she added, hoping he would take that as an excuse to let her go. Surely he wouldn't let her starve. Shall we eat as we did last night? Edgar grinned. I don't want to let go when I'm enjoying myself so much. They were still in the honeymoon phase after all, and no one could question them if they chose to eat like this.
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.